There we go again, people. Mr. Cyrax claiming that he's not going to go to jail, claiming that he would delete himself if he was to go to prison or something like that. Um, let's just say it like this, Cyrax. When it comes down to the law, if they really want to arrest you and take you in, they can do it. They can do it. Don't sit there, especially when it comes to the law. I mean, yeah, you can tell people like us, the YouTube audience and everybody on social media that's not involved with the law. Yeah, you can tell us that, but you can't tell the law that, especially when you've broken the law. And you have broken the law numerous times. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm the police officer or anything like that, but if you don't know the law, if you know the law, you know the law. Okay? So, yeah, you was on William Glory's panel last night, raging, running your mouth, same old, same old. I don't see how they don't get headaches having this dude on panel all the time, man. Ain't no way I can sit there and listen to Cyrax just keep raging and keep blabbing, keep blabbing. First of all, if he came on my panel, I'll just mute him right there and then. I'll just put him on mute. I'll just let him know, like, bro, you're not gonna come in here and thinking you're gonna take over my chat room. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep him on mute until he calms down. If he doesn't calm down, then I'm just gonna keep him on mute. He'll just sit there and just look stupid. Cause we seen this before. He comes on there and he rages and rages and rages. Cause I say, ain't no way, man. I get a headache listening to someone like that. It ain't just Cyrax. That goes for anybody. Ain't no way I have somebody come on my panel and just listen to them for 10 minutes straight or 15 or 20 minutes straight, just yapping nonstop. I said, okay, dude, you're going on mute, man. You're going on mute. But yeah, Cyrax, you have you broken the law, bro, so many times, man. Yeah, you should have been locked up in jail for what you did. And the proof is up there. You talking about saying that you was scared and you was forced to do that. That does not prove that you're insanity. You know exactly what you did. You even brought it up yourself. You admitted it. Because you talking about saying that I was scared, this and that. You weren't scared. You was not scared at all when you jumped up and down like a little leprechaun trying to get Marty banned and everything like that. The proof is still out there. You know what you did. Did nobody tell you to take off your clothes and get butt naked and jumping up and down on the camera like you're some Easter bunny, hopping up and down, trying to get Marty banned like you're some Easter bunny or whatever like that, trying to get him banned off his panel and everything like that. And you know what? It backfired on you. It definitely backfired on you. And, when I was watching William Glory's panel last night on Rumble, what's that female chick name? I think her name is Southern. I thought I heard her mention that Cyrax said something that could they file charges on Marty, even though Marty's dead. And I'm like, what? Like, Cyrax, no, you did not just say that. Like, well, if y'all gonna file charges against me, what about Marty though? I'm like, Cyrax, you know the man is gone. You know Marty has been deceased, man. You know this, Marty's no longer here. And I can't believe that you actually said that. Like, what about Marty? And I told y'all, and Cyrax's little pea-brain mind of his, he thinks that they're going to go to his graveyard and dig Marty out and bring him to the courtroom and say, you see there, Your Honor? Marty's right here. You can put the charges on him. Like, yeah, Cyrax, really? Like, they're going to dig up a dead corpse out of the graveyard. Marty's no longer here to defend himself. So what they going to do? They're going to pin all the charges on Marty. They're going to dig Marty out. They're going to question a dead corpse, and dead corpses doesn't even respond. If that's what you want them to do. So even if you say now, because you always saying that Marty is the one that started the whole thing. Okay, if Marty was the one that started the whole thing as you say he did, everything that happened between you and Marty Cyrax, it all falls on you now. Whether Marty started this whole thing or not. Marty's gone, so now you got the juice now, Cyrax. You seen the movie Juice with Tupac? When Tupac was playing as Bishop, when one of Tupac homeboys tried to save him, and Tupac fell off the building, and then Tupac homeboy put the hoodie on his head, and then one of them dudes was like, yo, you got the juice now. And yes, Cyrax, now that Marty's gone, you got the juice now. Watch the movie Juice. Y'all familiar with the movie called Juice with Tupac Shakur in there playing as Bishop? Watch at the very ending where Bishop dies, and one of Bishop home, and when one of them people say, "Yo, you got the juice now," and you got the juice now, Cyrax. You got the juice now, and he's scared. Cyrax is scared. You know he's scared. Because I told y'all he was going to make a 20-minute, 30-minute video, a 40-minute video, just yapping and raging. And he did. He did. Because he thinks by making these delusional videos, he thinks it's going to make his problem go away. So, Cyrax is scared now. He's probably scared, and he probably ain't eating a lot. He probably ain't sleeping a lot. So, yeah, he's going to keep on He ain't gonna get that much sleep though. But Cyrax, I will say this, and I'm gonna ask you this, Cyrax. If you do go to jail for this, if you do get charged for these things, ask yourself this question. Was it really all worth it, bro? Was all this really worth it, man? When the simplest thing that you could have done 7 or 8 years ago was just ignore these people and just let this all blow over. That's all you had to do. I'm sure Ed probably told you to ignore these people. The police officer has told you these things. People who tried to be your friend tried to tell you to ignore these people, and you just refused to listen. So now it's all coming down and it's all falling on you. So if you do get arrested and you do go to jail for this, was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? Especially if you get charged with these things, you're going to be registered as a sex offender. And Cyrax, you do not want that on your record. Trust and believe that, because if you live anywhere near a school in that neighborhood, I don't know if there's any school in your neighborhood, but if you live anywhere near school in that neighborhood on where you stay at, you have to leave that area. You cannot be nowhere near a school zone in that neighborhood. So I don't know if there's a school in that neighborhood near his house. I don't know. But I'm just saying if they charge him as a sex offender and everything like that. But I said this 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said that if you are convicted of these crimes, Cyrax, if you are convicted of these crimes, they probably might tell you to stay off the internet. They'll probably tell you not to be on social media. Because there are some sex offenders that they are not allowed to be on the internet. They're not allowed to be on Facebook. They're not allowed to be on Instagram. They're not allowed to socialize with nobody. Even though they tell them that, but they still be hard-headed anyway and does the same thing over and over again. And I got a feeling about Cyrax. I got a feeling if they do lock Cyrax up, Cyrax probably going to come out and still do the same thing. The same stuff over and over again. Unless they tell him, unless the judge tells him to stay off of the internet and don't make no more videos talking to these trolls. And Cyrax said, but Your Honor, these people keep messing with me. And be like, well, Chance, we can't control that. We want you to stay off the internet and not associate yourself with these people. If you do, you're going back to jail. If you even make a video, one video addressing these people, arguing with these people, or even thinking about joining these people's panel, and it gets back to us, that's a violation, and you're going back to jail. And trust and believe, if they put their foot down on Cyrax that way, oh, Cyrax will get tired of going to jail. Oh yeah, he'll get tired of going to jail when they come there and arrest him. He'll get tired of going to jail. Then he'll stay off the internet most likely. He won't ever show his face on the internet again. He'll most likely be on an account that we don't know about. He'll probably be leaving comments, but no one wouldn't really figure out it's him unless he gives a hint that it is him. Unless someone figure it out that it is him, depending on how he leaves comments and depending on what he says. But yeah, I don't really think it's gonna break him though. I don't think it's gonna break him. Even if they lock him up, I don't think it's gonna break him. I don't think they're gonna put Cyrax in a violent place. They're probably gonna put him in because sometimes I don't know how it is down there in Ohio, but in some states, man, when people like Cyrax is convicted of PDF and stuff like that, sometimes they'll put them in a place where it's not too violent and everything like that. And I got a feeling that they might do the same thing to Cyrax. They'll lock him up, but they'll probably put him in a place where it's not too violent. Like you can leave your jail cell anytime you feel like it, or go outside whenever you want. I got a feeling they might put him in something like that though. I don't think they're gonna put him in a very violent prison nowhere, or violent jail. So even if Cyrax did 30 days or maybe 2 months or 3 months, and he is still able to get on the internet or whatever like that, he's gonna come right back and still running his mouth and saying, yeah, I did 3 months, I did 4 months, it didn't break me, it only just made me 10 times stronger. I could actually see that possibly happen. I can actually see that happening though, of him doing 30 or maybe 40 days, and he'll come right back out doing the same thing over and over again, trying to talk trash, challenging people to come to his house, just like he was challenging that little lawyer, whatever that little lawyer, Cypher, whatever his name is, Cyrax, talking about saying that come on down here and fight me and this and that. And I'm sitting there saying, like, bro, don't go down there and fight Cyrax, because all he gonna do is try to get the police on you. Cyrax is the kind of guy that will trick you out the streets. That's the type of person he is. How you gonna sit there and challenge somebody to come to the house, then you gonna run to the phone and call the freaking police? If not, Cyrax not calling the police, Sally or Ed gonna call the freaking police. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think there's no redeeming. I see zero redeeming of Cyrax. I don't see no redeeming qualities in him. No, I really don't. So don't get me wrong. If he goes to jail, yeah, it will be funny. Whether he spend 10 days, 11 days, 12 days, or 30 days in jail, yeah, it'll be funny. We're all gonna have a good laugh at it. Everybody on YouTube is gonna be making a video and laughing and clowning him of him doing time in jail. But as soon as he gets up out of jail, whatever time they give him, he's gonna be right back doing the same thing over and over again, getting back on the internet or talking to strangers, talking to buddy trolls that suck up to him to be friends with him, and then he ends up falling for it again. So yeah, people, Cyrax just, I don't know, man, but yeah, you screwed, man. When Sally goes, you're screwed. I don't know how in the world you're gonna make it in this world on your own, man. And you know you're screwed. You know you're screwed. And you sitting there talking like you ain't gonna go to jail and this and that. All right. Like last time when they put the handcuff on you, you sitting there crying to Ed, like, hey, you sitting there crying. Someone needs to bring that up. You know what? If I was William Glory and them, Next time Cyrax join panel, I will play that video of him crying. I will play that video footage because what I would do when he comes on panel, put him on mute. Well, actually, no, don't put him on mute. Let him talk and play the video of him screaming and crying to Ed and Mom, I'm scared. Play that video, and you know what I'm saying? And don't even say nothing, but just play the video on panel and just let him keep raging on, let him keep running his mouth. Because that's exactly what you're gonna do, Cyrax, when they come over there and put them handcuffs on you. You talk all that tough talk, but when the police put that handcuff on you, you don't have that same energy. So, what you're saying right now, Cyrax, saying that you ain't going to jail, keep that same energy when they come down and arrest you. If they ever decide to come down there and put those handcuffs on you, when they have a warrant out for your arrest, keep that same energy like you always have. Keep that tough guy act on. Keep that same energy, Cyrax. Keep that same energy. What are you going to tell the police officer? What are you going to tell the judge? You're going to blame it all on the trolls? Like, I still can't believe that he's trying to put the blame on everybody else. Like someone forced him to take off his clothes and did the things he did by jumping up and down like a little bunny rabbit. Like, again, Cyrax, are you going to tell the judges and prosecutors that they made you do it? No one made you did that. You did that yourself. You kept on associating yourself with these people when you could have just ignored these people. Some people you just got to ignore. Some things you just got to ignore, man. But he just refused to ignore people. He feel like he got to make a video to say something and think it's going to make any difference when he's only just digging himself a hole. I don't know what else to say about him, people. This stuff just keeps getting funnier and funnier and funnier and funnier. Shaking my head at this dude. This dude just, man. Cyrax, when this is all over with, when you finally reach the dead end to this internet stuff, I wonder how your legacy is going to be. That's the question, people. If you guys want to leave a comment about it. If something was to happen to Cyrax, if Cyrax was to pass away tomorrow, or if he was to do 2 or 3 years in prison, what would Cyrax's legacy be on social media? Because he's definitely not no legend. He's not no legend. No. Cyrax is nowhere near no legend. Maybe in his little mind of his, he think he's a legend, but he's not a legend. But let's talk about his legacy. What would Cyrax's legacy be when this is all over with? And I'm looking at it right now. Cyrax's legacy is a joke. It's a joke. His entire life is a joke. And yes, this kind of stuff right here that happened on the internet is definitely going to be things to be talked about in the next 10 years, 10 or 20 years down the road. Cyrax, you will be remembered, but you will be remembered as a joke. That's how your legacy is going to be. Even if you passed away and you're going to other worlds or whatever, stuff like that, your legacy is going to be looked at as a joke, Cyrax, when you're gone. It is. And this will be talked about in the next 5 or 10 years down the road. But after them days, after 10 or 11 or 20 or 30 years or 40 years is going by, no one will ever remember you. But this stuff for here would last for about maybe 5 or 6 years. But I give it 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. No one would even remember you. They won't. They'll remember you as a clown. They're going to be like, wow, man. Because trust me, it's going to be documentary videos about you. It's only going to be a fan-made documentary videos about you of how your life turned out to be. You know, how much of a joke you was, how much you got trolled on the internet, how much you raged. That's exactly, because I'm kind of like looking at a crystal ball right now. I'm kind of imagining things right now. And I kind of like got a crystal ball in front of me, and I can kind of see what your future legacy is going to be, Cyrax, and it's not going to be looking. It's not going to look like a good legacy. It's a bad legacy that's going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Because right now, your legacy is a joke, man. It's a joke, and you're going to be forever be remembered as a joke. Your whole entire life is a joke. So yeah, this is definitely going to go down in the internet history books, definitely. But it won't be looked at. It won't be looked at as in a good way. It's going to be looked at as a laughable way. A laughable way. That's how it's looked at. Because no one on the internet no one on the internet respects you. Because you have zero respect on social media. Zero respect. So, yes, Cyrax, your legacy right now is a joke. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say about that, though. If you guys want to leave a comment or not, what do you guys think how Cyrax's legacy going to be when this is all finally over with? What do you guys think about how his legacy is going to be when we all look back at this 5 or 10 years or 8 years down the road, if we're all still living? What is everybody going to say about Cyrax when we all look back at this? I already done said what I said, how people going to look back on this. So what do you guys think on what do y'all think of Cyrax's legacy when y'all look back on this? Anyway, that's all I want to say. You guys be easy now. Peace.